Why is it that Pakistani food makes us so bloated and makes us gain so much belly fat? And why is it that most Pakistani men have a big protruding belly? And more importantly, how do we fix it? And how do we still eat the foods that we love, that we grew up eating, while still being able to lose weight? Now, it might seem like an impossible task because if the food is so oily and heavy and you get bloated until the next day and everything else, how can you possibly eat this stuff while losing weight? Well, there are two simple modifications you can make to the recipes to make them healthier and much better for weight loss, for your metabolism, for gaining muscle, and make them bloat you a lot less. So first off, let's talk about the root cause of the problem. Anytime that you gain fat, it's because you are burning less calories than you're consuming, or you're consuming more calories than you're burning, which are the exact same thing, just framed differently. One of them is framed as in we're thinking like, hey, we need to burn more calories, and one is framed thinking, hey, we need to eat less calories, okay? Both of them essentially mean the same thing, which is that the amount that you burn is a larger number than the amount that you ate. Now, you could go really, really low in calories to try to lose weight, but then it's going to be very hard to sustain. You're not going to be able to fit in a lot of food. So I always prefer to take the abundance mindset to these things and actually focus on burning more. Okay? That being said, though, that doesn't mean that you can just eat an unlimited amount of calories because you can only burn so much realistically within your busy schedule. So the best thing that you can actually do is take the exact same Pakistani foods that you love to eat and find ways to achieve a very similar flavor and texture while making them have less calories, and at the same time fulfill an exercise regimen where you're getting more active, you're increasing your step count through sustainable, easy, enjoyable, lifestyle-friendly habits, time-efficient workout routines 3 to 4 times a week with whatever equipment is realistic and easy to sustain for you. And this is ultimately the strategy. Now, we talk about exercise in a lot of other videos, but today we're going to focus on the diet side. So how do we make the calories less? And then bonus on top of that, how can we increase the protein in these Pakistani foods as well, so that we're gaining more muscle from it, we're boosting our metabolism more, both through gaining muscle and through intrinsically eating more protein, because when you eat more protein, your metabolism goes up, your energy levels are also going to go up, and of course, you're going to feel fuller and less hungry to eat, excess fats and sugars and all those other things that make you gain weight and add up the calories very quickly because you're full from the protein, and you feel more strong and energetic because protein has that benefit as well, okay? Well, here are the modifications we make. We take Pakistani recipes. So let's say we take like biryani or something like that, right? Biryani, we usually put, fattier meats like, chicken legs and drumsticks and whatnot, and leg quarters and thighs with the skin on them, everything else. Or we might put like some fatty cuts of beef or goat or something like that. But let's say that you wanted to do goat. What you can do is you could take goat loin chops, which are very low in fat and high in protein. If you want to use chicken, you can do boneless, skinless chicken breast, and that's the first thing to bring the fats down, which is going to bring the calories down. And that way we can actually use a larger portion of these meats to make it even more delicious, even more rich, and to increase the protein content while still preserving that flavor of biryani. And when we cook the biryani the right way, as we do in our recipe, well, guess what? The texture is still going to be amazing as well. Now, instead of those fatty yogurts that we might use for biryani, we can use 0% Greek yogurt, which brings the fats down and the protein up as well. So now we're getting even more protein and improves the texture even further. It's absolutely delicious. It's absolutely amazing. The ratios will depend on your personal preference, but usually for every 4 pounds of chicken breast, I'll usually do, I believe, 1 cup of 0% yogurt, but I can check the recipe after this. And if you guys want the recipe, you can comment down below and I might add it to the description or just respond to your comments individually, whatever it may be. Because honestly, these recipes are pretty awesome. And I don't just have a biryani recipe. I have recipes for pretty much any food because we have a coach on our team who actually designs these recipes custom for our clients. And of course, if you want more details on our program, I'll put that in the description as well. But anyways, so now from there, the next thing we need to do though is we also need to reduce the amount of oil that we use, okay? Whether it's oil or ghee, because every tablespoon of oil, ghee, butter, any of these things has a lot of calories. Every gram of fat has 9 calories per gram versus carbs and proteins only have 4 calories per gram. So the important thing here is we need to control those oil quantities because that's the fastest thing that can add up calories very quickly. 1 tablespoon of oil looks like a certain amount. 5 tablespoons of oil doesn't look that much different, and you can't tell the difference just by looking at the food because it's only slightly more oily, yet that can dramatically increase the calories. So what I like to do is for every pound of meat, lean meat that I use in these healthy recipes, I use no more than 1 tablespoon of oil. So you do need to measure it out. It takes you about 5 seconds. It takes a little bit of mental effort, but hey, it's very little mental effort compared to having to go on a strict diet. And so what I'm promising you here is you can eat biryani and lose weight. You can eat all your favorite foods and lose weight. So please have the mental discipline to spend 5 seconds to measure oil and don't complain about it because some people complain. But that's probably not you if you're still watching this and if you watch my stuff because we're anti-complainers here. We're winners here, inshallah. So the point being, go ahead and adjust that ratio. And you might have to have a conversation with your wife or with your mom or whoever's cooking for you and talk about how it's going to benefit the whole family. Share the hadith, share the sunnah, share some of my videos, the hadith motivation ones. Let me know if you want me to do more of those as well. Happy to do them. Happy to do like a grandma motivation video that you can even give to your grandma. I'll share some hadiths in a gentle grandma friendly way. so that you can share these videos with your grandmas too. You guys let me know in the comments what you need. Anything that you need for you to get healthy and for your family to get healthy, you let me know. I'm committed to doing that for you, inshallah. So why we do these videos, alhamdulillah, by the permission of Allah. So the point being, all you need to do is use a little bit less oil, use leaner cuts of meat, and you can eat all your favorite foods. Now, what about pakoras and samosas and all those things? Okay, great, samosas. Let's say you want to make some delicious beef samosas. Don't use 80-20 beef. 80-20 beef has an insane amount of fat. It has more fat than protein, okay? And since fat has more than double the calories per gram as protein, it has more than double the calories from fat than it does from protein. So 80-20 beef is not a good source of protein. And I've talked about that in many other videos. Use 93% or leaner ground beef, even 96% if you can find it. That way the fats are not high from the beef itself. Make sure that you control the quantity of oil when you cook the beef, okay? Or you can just use chicken breast for the samosas, although I like beef samosas a little better. You know, I like my flavor too. I'm a foodie too. That's why I came up with these recipes, so that I could eat these things and still be healthy and fit, and so that you can too, inshallah. But the point being, instead of deep frying it, put it in the air fryer with a light spray of oil. Boom. Now you have these delicious, macro-friendly, they fit the right ratios of protein to complex carbs to low fat, no sugar, nothing. And they're perfect for everything that you need. So actually, I think I am probably going to attach the recipe book in the description. If I forget it, just remind me in the comments. I've been cranking out a couple videos today, so I might forget. And what I'll do is I'll attach another video about how to eat your favorite traditional foods that goes a little bit deeper into this while still losing weight. And I'll attach another relevant video here to help you to see the best results possible. Any questions you have, let me know in the comments. And inshallah, I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.